Man, what you talking about? Man, to fix my name, bro.
Please do not forget to store your armor and gear in the
Yo,
appropriate areas. Bunkers are no longer considered secure.
the sound is ridiculous. Let's go to the bathroom. I don't need to go to the gym. I need to go. Yeah, the shooting range. Well, I gotta go get some weapons. How about that? I need to go to the bathroom, bruh. Market. Wait a minute. Guns and accessories. Talk to me, champ. Let's get this one. I mean, okay. I guess. I don't know. Food. Oh, that stuff costs money. That's how you get my health. All right. We out of here. How much money I got? Can I leave with this joint? No, I guess not. I need to go to the range.
The tutorial level. Here we will comprehensively walk you through all the basics. First, we'll start with how to access your settings. To open the menu, press the Options button. The first thing you're going to want to do is calibrate your height. Simply select the automatic calibration option, and you can manually adjust from there. The tutorial level. Here we will comprehensively walk you through all the basics. First, we'll start with how to access your settings. To open the menu, press the Options button. The first thing you're going to want to do is calibrate your height. Simply select the automatic calibration option, and you can manually adjust from there. If you're playing seated, select the seated automatic calibration. Be sure to also calibrate your screen overlay. The screen overlay will help indicate the level of injury you have sustained, as well as the in-game compass. You can choose your dominant hand here, which will define the orientation of your holsters on the body. You can choose your movement hand here, which defines whether you use the left stick or right stick to move. Then I would suggest tending to the rest of the settings to find your preference. Important examples would be choice between displaying full body or hands only, and also whether you prefer movement based off orientation of your head or hands. Now for movement. In order to... The tutorial level. The tutorial level. Pistol station. Please pick up the pistol using the L1 or R1 button. Then with your offhand, pick up a magazine with the L2 or R2 button. Insert the magazine into the pistol's mag well. Pull back the slide using the L2 or R2 button, then release. You have now chambered a round and the pistol is ready to fire. While holding the pistol with your dominant hand, bring your offhand close to the pistol handle and the L1 or R1 button to two-hand the pistol. Aim the pistol at the targets by lining up the sights, and squeeze the L2 or R2 button to fire. Try to hit the targets. Continue firing until the magazine is empty, and you'll notice the slide stop. In order to reload, press the circle button while holding the pistol to eject the magazine. Then place another magazine in. Press the circle button again to slide release and continue firing. Alternatively, you may replace the magazine before it is empty and simply continue firing. This concludes the pistol station tutorial.
That's only accurate. I ain't gonna lie.
Station. Please pick up the rifle using the L1 or R1 button. Then with your offhand, pick up a magazine with the L2 or R2 button. Insert the magazine into the rifle's mag well. Pull back the charging handle using the L2 or R2 button, then release. You have now chambered a round and the rifle is ready to fire. While still holding the rifle with your dominant hand, bring your offhand close to the handguard and use the L1 or R1 button in order to two-hand the rifle. Aim the rifle at the target by lining up the sights, and squeeze the L2 or R2 button to fire. To cycle between firing modes, press the cone or square button depending on your dominant hand while holding the rifle. Try to hit the targets. Continue firing until the magazine is empty. Depending on the rifle, in order to eject the magazine while holding the rifle, or physically pull it out with the L2 or R2 button. Then place another magazine in the mag well. Again, depending on the rifle, either press the circle button to bolt release, or repeat the process of pulling back the charging handle and releasing. Your rifle is now reloaded and ready to fire. Before it's empty and simply continue firing. This concludes the rifle station. G station. Please pick up the SMG using the L1 or R1 button. This is the MP5.
Yeah, there's no recoil on
It
the
deviates
MP5.
slightly in that a full magazine will not go into the magwell. First, you will have to pull the charging handle back with the L2 or R2 button and lock it in place. Then pick up a magazine with the L2 or R2 button and place it into the magwell. Now, you can release the charging handle with the L2 or R2 button, or simply hit or slap the charging handle with your offhand to release. Now you have chambered around and the SMG with your dominant hand. Bring your offhand
There's
close
no
to the handguard and
recoil
press
on
the L1
the-
or R1.
Really light recoil on the...
The sniper rifle station. Please pick up the sniper rifle using the L1 or R1 button. Pick up the scope with the L1 or R1 button and place it on the rail where you prefer. You may remove it by holding the L2 or R2 button, then the L1 or R1 button and repositioning it to your liking. Pick up a magazine with the L2 or R2 button and place it in the sniper rifle magwell. Pull back the charging handle using the L2 or R2 button, then release. You have now chambered around and the sniper rifle is ready to fire. While still holding the sniper rifle with your dominant hand, bring your offhand close to the handguard and press the L1 or R1 button in order to two-hand the sniper rifle. Aim the rifle at the targets by looking through the scope, and squeeze the L2 or R2 button to fire. In order to adjust the zoom of the scope, use the L2 or R2 button to turn the scope's dial. Try to hit the targets. There are targets placed further up the hill for you to shoot. In order to reload, pull the magazine out with the L2 or R2 button, and simply repeat the process of loading the sniper rifle. This concludes the sniper rifle station tutorial.
Man. Chambered around. I need to back that thing up, man. That gun up. I could really shoot. Straight up. How I miss it? That's bull. Come on. Man, whatever.
Shotgun station. First, you're going to need to load your shotgun. Please pick up the ammo box with the L1 or R1 button. Then with your offhand, slide the tray out using the L1 or R1 button. From here, you can take the individual shells out of the box by holding the L2 or R2 button, then the L1 or R1 button. Or you can slide the tray out to expose the desired amount of ammo, flip the box over the table, and press the L2 or R2 button on the same hand to drop the amount of exposed ammo. Now pick up the individual shells with the L1 or R1 button and load them into the shotgun. Depending on the shotgun, pull back the charging handle with the L2 or R2 button, or pump the forestock with your offhand. The shotgun is now ready to fire. You'll notice there is a spare round on the side of the shotgun. Hold the L2 or R2 button and then the L1 or R1 button to take it. If you so choose, make your way through the target course on your left. This concludes the shotgun station tutorial.
Mm-hmm. Whatever, man. That's janky, actually.
This is the loot station. You will find different loot boxes and crates that may contain weapons, armor, or ammo. You can open these crates using the L1 or R1 button. Consumables and storage station. Here, we will go through how to manage, organize, and store consumables. We will proceed with the items on the table starting from left to right. This is the reloader. It is used to create different types of ammo by using base materials. Pick up the brass container using L1 or R1 button. Now with your offhand, take the lid off using L2 or R2 button. Pour the brass into the brass receptacle on the reloader. You'll notice the brass meter start to fill up. Pick up the gunpowder with the L1 or R1 button. With your offhand, take the lid off with the L2 or R2 button. Pour the gunpowder into the gunpowder receptacle on the reloader. This particular gunpowder is used to create tracer rounds. Now input your selections on the reloader screen. For the purpose of this tutorial, select 5.56, tracer rounds, and a unit of 1. When ready, pull the handle on the left. You have now created a box of ammo. Next up is the mag loader. It is used to facilitate the reloading of magazines and ammo management. Pick up a magazine using the L2 or R2 button and place it into the dispenser. Pick up the ammo box with the L1 or R1 button. With your offhand, slide the tray out using L1 or R1 button. You can take individual rounds out of the box by holding L2 or R2 button, then L1 or R1 button. Or you can slide the tray out to expose the desired amount of ammo, flip the box over the mag loader receptacle on the top, and press the L2 or R2 button on the same hand to drop the amount of exposed ammo. Now you can press the button to automatically reload the magazine. Once done, remove the magazine. But be careful not to press the button, as remaining ammo will spill out. You can now place the ammo box into the dispenser and press the button again to fill the box. You have now successfully reloaded your magazine and managed your ammo. Next up are food consumables. Please pick up the water bottle with L1 or R1 button.
I don't care about it.
This is the hand combat station. If you This is the hand combat station. This is the hand combat station.
We still in here, bro, just have you tabbed.
The loadout station. Here, we will walk you through how to set up.
I'm trying to get through the tutorial. This ain't difficult. The graphics, though, I don't know. No, bro. This ain't like a good game, but player versus player.
Please do not forget to store your armor and gear in the appropriate areas. Bunkers are no longer considered secure.
Lose like COD Mobile.
Yeah. Hey. I mean, I don't know how to get into a game for real. I'm sitting there going like, what? I'm trying to figure it out, guys. Sound like I'm in the airplane. Bruh. Okay.